So these are the three economic activities which involves in the transformation of plants into a useful products or finished products. Now we will read one by one what is primary activity, what is secondary activity, what is tertiary activity or third activity. Although in your chapter this is given in a small part, but in 9th and 10th it will be bigger, explained fully what is primary, what is secondary, what is tertiary with examples and many things. Now primary activities involve all those activities connected with the extraction and production of natural resources like agriculture, fishing, mining, or gathering are the good examples of primary sector. Agriculture is the primary sector. They are growing the crops, plants for us. So that is the primary sector or the first sector of the economic activity, because if raw material will not be there, what we will produce? Nothing can be produced without raw material. So the agriculture is providing lot of raw material to be made goods, to be as a useful products like wheat. Example, wheat you are making it into flour and eating it as chapati or bread, whatever it is. So the grain is the primary source, primary thing. And when it is changed into bread, it becomes secondary because the wheats are transformed into a useful article which is bread. All we eat bread. It is a useful article. So when wheat is changed into a bread, then it becomes useful article. Here the secondary stage comes, a secondary activity comes, which is also known as industrial activities or factory activities. They are involved with the processing of the primary products like grain. Grain is processed, made into flour. Then in that some other things are added and it's changed into a bread. So this bread making is done in the secondary sector or in the industry sector or the factory sector, whatever you call it. So manufacturing of steel, baking of bread, weaving of clothes are all the examples of this activity. The cotton is coming from the primary activity, that is from agriculture. Then it goes to the industry and industry changes it into cloth, cotton cloth and other cloth or a thread or something else. So that becomes secondary activity. So industries are our secondary activity where the primary sources or raw material received from the primary sources are transformed into useful articles. Now the question is production done in the agriculture. Okay, wheat is grown, cotton is grown, sugar cane is grown, mustard is grown, whatever grown there. It has to be taken to the industry. Then industry changes it into cotton cloth and mustard oil and this and that and everything. Then those useful articles has to be carried somewhere. For that you need transport service. So that is the third sector, the tertiary sector or the service sector, which is providing services to both the sector, primary and secondary both, carrying the goods from one place to other place, carrying the finished article to the market. So market is a tertiary because giving the services where they are selling their goods. Bank are providing them money to do the agriculture, to set up industry, to buy raw material, everything. ATM, they are providing you the services. Hotels, you are going there and eating food, they are providing you the services. Schools, you are going there and studying, that providing you the services. These are all known as tertiary sector or the service sector, which are helping you or helping the primary and secondary sector to grow. So tertiary, without tertiary sector, without the third sector, without the service sector, first or second activities will not be able to function properly. Because no market will be there where they will send the goods. No bank will be there from where they will get the money to set up industries. No internet will be there, how they will be doing the work. Nowadays, in this time of pandemic, internet is must. Because most of them are doing the work from their home. So those who are the businessmen, they need internet so that they can do the work, selling and buying of things. Without internet, it cannot be done. The internet is also a service provided to the business sector, or industry sector, or the primary sector. So the third sector became very important. Transport, trade, banking, insurance, advertising, market are all the examples of tertiary sector or the service sector, and which is very important sector, service sector. So without service sector, primary and secondary sector cannot function. If transport will not be there, who will carry the goods from farm to the industries? If transport will be there, from where, who will carry the goods from the industry to the market? If market will not be there, where they will sell? If bank will not be there, from where they will get the money? Insurance will be not there, will be from where they will get the loss? If something happens and their crop destroys or their industry destroys, or no protection takes place in the industry, who will bear the loss? Insurance is also needed. Where the children will study, schools are needed, colleges are needed. Where they will play, parks and school grounds are needed. So these are all services sectors which are provided to you to do the work. Now again to agriculture, primary activity. First activity, agriculture. Agriculture is the primary activity, includes growing crops, fruits, vegetables, flowers, rearing of livestock, that is animals. These are all activities comes under the primary activity or the agriculture activity. And in the world, 50% of the persons are engaged in agriculture activity, agriculture directly or indirectly. More than 50% of the world's population or world people are engaged in this primary activity, agriculture directly or indirectly. 2/3 of Indian population, that is 75% of the Indian population, is engaged in agriculture, still dependent on agriculture. You see, agriculture or primary activity or primary sector is how much important in providing employment to the people, in providing work to the people, in providing livelihood to the people. Because more than 2/3 of the Indian population is engaged in agriculture only, directly or indirectly. Directly means they are growing the crops. Indirectly means through shops and transport and this and that. If agriculture will not be there, their transport will not be there, their shops will not work, their industries will not work. So they are indirectly engaged. So more than 2/3 of the Indian population is engaged, and world 50% population is engaged in agriculture. So you show how important agriculture is, how important primary sector is. That's why there is a separate chapter for agriculture in 8th, 9th, 10th, everywhere where you go, agriculture will be there. Because agriculture is the most important activity in the world. Now for activity, agriculture activity, favorable climate is needed, or favorable release features are needed, like soil and climate. Two things are very important, soil and climate. Because every crop will not grow in cold weather. Some crop needs summer weather. Some needs moderate weather. Some need cool weather. Some need dry weather. So you cannot grow everything in where the cool climate is, or hot climate is. Because hot climate things are different, and cold climate things. So it depends upon the climate of the place. Which type of climate the place is having, which crop can be grown there. And second is soil. It depends upon soil also. If soil is fertile, you can grow any crop there. But if soil is not fertile, you cannot grow anything. If soil is sandy, it will be difficult to grow grain and other things. You can grow only dates and palms there when it is sandy or it is desert area. So it depends upon the soil also. So these are the two main important things or vital things which are needed for agriculture activity. Who does the agriculture activity? They first see climate of the place and soil. The soil is suitable for growing crop, or suitable for sugar cane, or suitable for any other crop. They check the soil first. The land on which crops are grown are known as arable lands. ARABLE, arable lands, or agricultural land, where the soil is fertile. In that place, agriculture is done. If the map is given there on the page 41, you will see different agriculture activity concentrated in those regions of the world where suitable factors for growing crop exist. You will see in the map everywhere it is not grown. Only small places are there where the crops are grown. That means those places are having the suitable soil and suitable climate to grow the crops. Rest of them are covered by snow or very cold or very hot. Desert is there. You cannot grow anything there. You see in the map, some places are there where nothing is there, plain, nothing, because they are either cold, very cold, covered with snow, or they are desert areas, or mountain areas, or some like this. So where their crops are not grown. So you will see the green in the map. Those are the places where agriculture are taking. The rest of them are white. That means these are the places where the agriculture is not done at all because of unfavorable climate and soil. Now agriculture is of 5 types: agriculture, sericulture, pisciculture, viticulture, horticulture. These are the 5 parts of agriculture or primary activity. Agriculture, growing an art of cultivation on the soil, raising crops and rearing livestock is also called as farming. Farming means growing crops as well as rearing of the livestock. Livestock means animals, goat, sheep, buffalo, bull, or other animals they are having. So that is known as farming or agriculture. Another is sericulture, commercial farming done from silkworms, producing silk. Those who are rearing silkworm is known as sericulture. Pisciculture means fish. Pisci means fish. So breeding of fish, especially in ponds or specially constructed ponds and lakes where they are growing fish or where they are breeding fish, that is known as pisciculture. Then the viticulture, it is belongs to the cultivation of grapes. Those farms which are doing the grapes is known as the viticulture. And then horticulture. In horticulture, flowers, fruits, vegetables for commercial use are grown. Commercial means to selling in the market, not for eating for yourself. Those who are growing crops, fruits, flowers, and vegetables for selling in the market, that is known as horticulture. If you are using for yourself, if you have a small garden and growing this thing for yourself, that is not commercial, that is not called horticulture. This will be simple farming you are doing at your home. But if you are doing for commercial purpose on big farms, then it is known as horticulture. The question can come: what is pisciculture? What do you understand by horticulture? What do you understand by agriculture? What do you understand by sericulture? Question can be asked in the examination. 1 word or 2 words. You should remember. The another topic given is farm system. By farm, you know what is farm means. System, you know what is system. The agriculture farming can be looked as a system. It can be looked as a system because many things are involved in it. Not only putting the seeds. Many things involved in this. So that's why they can call it system also. Now there are inputs. What are the inputs? Things which are needed for the farming. These are basic needs of the farming, which has to be there. First is seed. Without seed, you cannot grow anything. If you want to do the agriculture, you stand there on the farm and say, wheat, you grow. It will not grow. For that, you have to put seeds into the soil. Then only the crop will come. Then if you put the seed also, then also it will not come again because maybe some insects eat it and destroy it. For that, you need fertilizers. You put the fertilizer so that insects cannot destroy the seed or destroy the crop. For putting the seed or for tilling the land, you need machinery, tractor, and other things. So machinery is also an input. So there are some things, products which are needed for agriculture. Main thing is seed, second is fertilizer, third is machine, and fourth is labor. Because you need to drive tractor, you need to put the seeds, you need a man to cut the crops. So many things are to be done, and for that you need labor workers. So what are the inputs? Seed, machinery, fertilizers, and labor. They are known as inputs. Then there are physical inputs: plowing, sowing, irrigation, weeding, harvesting. These are the physical inputs which labor will do or the machine will do. Cutting, taking out the false plants, watering it, then cutting it, then separating it, then selling it in the market. These are known as physical inputs. Then there are outputs. What are the outputs? If you put the seed, what will happen? If you put the seed in the soil, what will happen?
You get crops.
It will grow into plant.
Crops will grow. That is output. You are putting the input, that is seed and fertilizer. What is coming out? Crop. So crop is the output we are getting. We are doing some labor and result. What if you give the exam? What comes? The result comes. So you are putting the input. You are putting your labor, writing the answers, and then the input comes in the form of result or marks. That is your input. Output. You put the input. That is exam, labor, examination. You wrote everything. You learned and wrote. And what will be the output? The result of the marks of your hard work. What you done the hard work, it comes in the form of result or marks. That is your output. Then if you are doing the cotton, then wool, if you are rearing the animal, sheep, and wool will be there, wool will be the output. If you are rearing the livestock like hen and other animals which are giving the milk and meat and other things, then you will get the output will be the dairy or the poultry products, anda and all this egg and other things. So these are the outputs. If you put the input, then only the output will come. If you rear the animal, then only you will get the dairy product and the poultry product or other things. Otherwise, nothing will be there. If you do not do the labor, do not write the answer, leave the paper blank, what will be the output? Zero. What will be the output? 0 marks. Those who have not submitted the homework up to 20th of August, what will be their output? Tell. Those who have not submitted their homework by 20th of August, what will be their output?
Sir, 28.
Those who have not submitted, what will be their output?
20.
What
Not
is the output?
28.
0. Out of 20, 0. Their output will be 0 because they don't have done the labor. They don't have done the homework.
Yes.
Don't have wasted half an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to do the homework. What will be their output?
Yes.
Their output will be 0. Failure, fail. That is
0.
in the first test, they will be
0.0.
0 marks. That is the output. If you put the seed, then only crop will come. If you send the homework, then only you will get the marks. Otherwise, who will give you the marks without sending anything? So your output will be same here output. When you put the input, then only things will come. When you put the ATM card in the ATM, then only money comes out. And if you stand in front of ATM and say money come out, it will not come out. You have to do the labor. You have to put the card inside, put the pin, and then put the amount. Then only the money will come out. It cannot happen that you are sitting there and keeping the card in your hand and saying money come out. It will never come. So you have to put the input, that is, you have to put the card and pin and amount number, then only the output will come. Otherwise, output will be 0.
Yes, sir.
If you put the card and put the pin wrong, what will happen? Card will remain inside only or block. That will be out because you have done the wrong thing. You put the wrong input. So output will be 0 means card block. So these are the inputs and outputs in a farm system. Because every system is a farm system, every village is a farm system because they are growing in big farms, big land, plantations are there. So it is a system because every department has their work cut out. Those who have to sow the seed, they are sowing the seed. Who have to cut they have to cut that. Who are looking after the fertilizer, they are looking after the fertilizer. the jobs are given separated to them. So you have to do this work only. It is a system. So two things are there: inputs and outputs. Physical output and physical output is labor, storage, machinery, chemicals. These are the physical output because you have to put that. You have to sprinkle chemicals. You have to sprinkle fertilizer by machine or by anything. You have to do. So that is why physical. Where the work is needed, exercise you are doing, that is physical. Input. Result. What will be the result? If you are doing the physical exercise, you are putting the input, your input. What will be the output? Of exercise, what will be the output? Healthy body, healthy mind, freshness. When you put the labor only, then only the result will be there. And if you're lying on the bed and sleeping and say that I should be fit man, you will never be a fit man. Because you are not putting the labor, you are not putting the input. So how the output will be there? Output, if you are lying on the bed and not doing anything, then the output will be there, the disease, weakness, you will become thin, that is the output. So to get the something, you have to put something in, then only you will get. Now there are different types of farmings. Different types of farming are there, which we will discuss in the inshallah next class maybe. Or next class test will be there maybe next week. Subsistence farming is there, subsistence farming, or there is intensive subsistence farming, primary subsistence farming. Then there is shifting cultivation. In shifting cultivation, there is nomadic herding. Then commercial farming is there. In commercial farming, it is commercial grain farming, plantation. Other things are there. So different types of plant. Then major crops are there. So these are the things which you have to read now. Organic farming. Nowadays, organic farming is very popular. Everybody want organic products to eat. So organic farming is also there. You know what is organic farming? Organic. Now products are coming which is written there are organic products.
Yes, sir.
Many people are crazy about organic food. What is organic?
Natural and
Those farming in which natural fertilizers and chemicals are used, not the artificial chemicals or fertilizers. Manures, real manure, that is cow dung or these are put there, not the chemical fertilizer or chemical manure. Natural pesticides are there. Manure are like natural manures are there like the cow dung or goat and everything dungs are put there as a manure. So this is known as no chemical is used. That is known as organic farming. So nowadays people are crazy about organic farming because it is healthy also plus pure, little bit pure and no harmful effects because chemical fertilizers are not used. Only natural fertilizers or chemical or manures are used. So food is healthy plus pure and without disease. And no genetic modification done to increase the crop because they are putting the injections into the product to make it big quickly so that they can sell it market quickly and quickly. So in organic farming, this is also not done. No genetic modification is done in that. It is pure as it is. If you are having Loki, it is the Loki only, not putting the injection in and making it big, which will be harmful to your body. Here they are growing the naturally those things whichever it is this one, it will be this one only. If it is this one, it will be this one. Not they are putting the injection and making this one into this one, big one. Or 1 kg becomes 5 kg by putting the injection into it, chemicals into it. So organic farming is natural farming. It let them grow naturally. Plus no modification, no chemical fertilizers, no inorganic manure. All organic is, that's why it is known as organic. So nowadays organic foods are coming, organic drinks are coming, everything coming organic, organic, organic. This is organic. So whenever you go to the mall and see organic, then you remember that this is the pure thing. You should buy it. So whenever you go to the mall, search for organic food. Organic food. Here also you will get organic food. Many items there which are written there organic. That means natural pesticide, natural fertilizer, natural manures are used, and no more genetic modification is done to grow it, to make it big or grow. So it is healthy for your body. But say maybe pure or not pure, we cannot say, but still, because it is inorganic, that means it is grown naturally. No chemical is used, no injections is used, no color is used to make it bright and looks like a fresh food. So next time you go to mall, ask your mother, you also go and find out where is organic. And you read on that, what is written on that. What is used in that to grow that. Items will be written there. To find out chemical fertilizers are used or artificial colors are used or not used. You will find the difference between organic as well as ordinary food. Inorganic food. If you eat, then only you know the difference. Which one is good. So that is agriculture, type of agriculture. Inshallah, we will do on next Sunday. One next week test, inshallah. If time permits in the next day, then we will take types of farming. Otherwise,
Okay, sir.
next Sunday. Now, any question you want to ask? Ask.
No, sir.
Sir, in next class there'll be Kahoot.
Yeah. Maybe you ask something. Agriculture is taken from a Latin word known as ager or agar or agri, which means culture, soil and culture, meaning cultivation. If the question comes from which word the soil or which word the agriculture has been derived, it has been derived from a Latin word known as agri or agar, which means soil and culture, meaning cultivation. So agriculture is also known as cultivation or farming. So it can be asked from where the word agri. So you remember Latin word agar and agri. It means soil and culture. Together it becomes cultivation. When we read other shifting cultivation, then we will read what are the different names of shifting cultivation in different parts of the world. Now, can anyone tell me what are the inputs and what are the inputs put into the farm system or in agriculture? What are the inputs put into the farm system?
Sir, seeds, machinery, and chemicals such as fertilizers, pesticides.
Very good. And what is the output?
So output we get crops.
Crops. And what is physical inputs? Two types of physical inputs are there. One is physical, one is natural inputs. What are natural inputs?
Sir, physical.
Rainwater.
Yeah, rainfall,
Rainwater,
sunshine,
soil, slope,
sunshine, temperature,
sunshine.
soil, slope. This is natural. And physical inputs or human inputs. You can in physical inputs you can put sunshine and all this into physical input. And human inputs include
Storage, machinery.
very good storage, machinery, labor, chemicals. These are all
Chemicals.
human inputs, where the humans are used to put the machinery. A human has to drive it, otherwise you cannot do the machine. If it is electric also, then also there one should be there to guide it, to control it. So labor is needed. And labor, if you are doing the farming with your hand, with old machines, labor also needed for different types of growing seeds, for cutting, for this and that. storage. Whenever the food crops are grown, it has to be stored somewhere before selling it. It is not that the crop is ready, you cut it and you sell it. It has to be
Sir,
kept.
time finished.
It has to be kept for some days because when they will get the good price, then only they will sell it.
So less than 1 minute.
So further storage is needed and chemicals is put to protect the crop from insects and other natural things.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.